I'm Nolan Natasha. I'm going to read a poem from my collection, I Can Hear You. Can you hear me? Arachnophobia. When I saw you fall from the shower curtain, I thought about calling my new friend, asking her to take you away. Usually, Lou does this for me, or Adam from upstairs, but I am far from home and I was naked when I found you, afraid that by the time I got dressed you might have hidden. So when you crawled to the bottom of the curtain and it was easy to knock you to the floor, I killed you with a sneaker, and I'm sorry. When I was 5 and you were in the corner up high, I would wait before calling my dad and think, nothing will happen, nothing will happen, nothing will happen if I leave you alone. But I wasn't brave. And by the time I was 10, my dad had bunched you up dozens of times in wads of toilet paper. My uncle used to tease me about you. And then he lifted the barbecue cover, and you were there, hunched the size of a mandarin orange, and he saw me standing in the middle of the yard for hours, not touching anything or looking anywhere until someone could drive me home. After that, he read a book about fear that said that we should put you in a jar and name you, and I didn't have to look at you, but I always had to say hello and goodbye. I have never flipped through National Geographic, as I suspect you are sometimes photographed. I thought I would never go anywhere warm, but when Emma asked me to come home to Australia with her, I was so in love I didn't even think of you for 5 whole minutes. I tried to prepare. I went to the zoo, where you're the biggest. 20 minutes to walk down your hallway, another 10 to lift my head. The wall beside you said you could eat birds. I went outside, collapsed on the snow, and cried. I was so proud. Above the telephone table in our house in Perth, you were the size of a dish rag. Beth, in her denim vest, was the only one brave enough with a rolled-up newspaper. It took almost a full minute of beating you into the hardwood. I got my plane ticket out of the drawer, but I stayed, and we tried the trick with the jar again. I called you Julian because I liked the name, and because it made me imagine you wearing an Argyle sweater. Hello, Julian. Goodbye, Julian. Hello, Julian. Goodbye, Julian. For the first time, I wanted to look at you, and I did. Soon, I was camping in the desert under the stars, no tent, and I assume you were there too. I felt strong. Jumping from the dock that day, turning back in the water and seeing you hanging near the ladder, black and thick, all I remember was Lou's panic on the shore, throwing me a life jacket, begging me to stay calm. Cliffs on either side, the ladder was the only way out of the water, and some part of me would rather sink than swim towards you. People say about you, it is more afraid of you than you are of it. No. It can't hurt you. I nearly drown. On the 4th floor of a building downtown, I learn about trauma in 1-hour appointments. For some, it is the way your legs move, like hands creeping. The idea you could be anywhere. Amygdala too sensitive, memories compressed and focused in my body and yours. I'm afraid you will touch me. I'm afraid you will touch me. I'm afraid you will touch me. I'm trying to change this. Even at your most robust, you are so very small. And I am so much bigger. I know something about this. And and I'm sorry.